Well, hello guys, Pokeplay here, and today we got a new battle. This is a battle against Brian, aka Frozenheart08 if I'm not mistaken. And that's her Twitch name, by the way. And this was a really cool battle. A lot of cool predictions, and I had momentum in the battle for a long time. So that's what made me win for the main reason. And well, I'm bringing two new Pokemon to my team, as you guys can see. Pharaoh, that's my crit based Pokemon. It has the sniper ability, so if it gets a crit, it's just really powerful. And with the scope lens, that boosts its crit ratio. And with Drill Run, which is a crit based move as well. And yeah, that's a really cool combination. And you guys can see this combination work today. And also I'm bringing Marowak. This is a really cool Pokemon. This is my just a physical attacker Marowak. It sounds pretty obvious with Thick Club and Max HP, Max Attack, just a bulky attacker. And then my opponent is bringing some RU and some NU stuff. And well, Frostless is RU. I didn't know that actually, but it's kinda RU Pokemon. I feel like it's right there in the RU. Flareon's NU and Tangela turned out to be a huge threat in this game. Just I can't deal with Tangelas, especially when my McMortar is still around. Well, I mean when my McMortar isn't around. And also no Probopass, I meant to say, sorry. And Gastrodon, I didn't know Gastrodon was RU, to be honest, because I think it needs to be UU in my opinion, because it's pretty bulky for the RU tier. And also Sorork, which is also pretty powerful in the RU. But it turned out to be a really cool match, pretty long. I don't know how much turns it is, but we'll see in a second. And it is, wow, 59 turns, oh my god guys. You have to watch this video pretty long. So here she leads off with the with the Frostless, but this turned out to be the Sorork, but I thought it was the Frostless, so I trapped in that turn 1, and she goes for U-turn and doing a hefty amount of damage to my Cryogonal, which is really unfortunate, because I need this thing around. So yeah, right here she switches into Flare, and I don't want to stay in on this thing, because it's a really powerful Flare Blitz coming my way. I know that for a fact. So I switch out into my Floatzel, knowing it can take one hit at least, because it's resisted. And I strike back with a Aqua Jet. And well, I should have gone for a Waterfall, but I kind of thought this was a scarfed Flareon, and I thought a Scarf Flareon, well, it actually didn't make any sense what move I went for. So right here comes the Gastron, and right now Frozenheart has a kind of bit of the momentum in the game. But right here I gain my momentum back and I go for Sticky Web, which is really important on this team. But I'm going to put my charger into my camera because it's running low. So, I'm back guys, sorry about that. So I went for Baton Pass knowing I can outspeed a Probopass. And I'm switching this thing, and that can take a power gem for days. So I predicted the switch because Earthquake or Boomerang is 4 times effective. So I switch in this thing, knowing it would switch out into Tangela, because that can eat it up really easily. And right here, I knew he would switch out again, so I switched back out. This is some over prediction stuff. I have to admit I'm pretty good at predictions, but sometimes you can also over predict, and that's what I did right here, I guess. Well, I didn't actually over predict, so right here I went for a Horn Drill, knowing it's super effective on the Valerian and also super effective on Gaia, the Probopass. And Gaia turned out to have Sturdy, and this is easily going to kill. This is an overkill, because it's 4 times effective, that kills it already, and it's a crit that kills it doubles or anything, so that's just a little overkill. So right here I went for a horn drill pack, I meant to say, to see how much damage it would do, and it doesn't do anything. So that tells me this Tangela is fully defensive, and Pharaoh isn't that powerful, but it's when it's against a crit, it's really powerful. I think a crit would have killed it either way. So right here she goes for Toxic, which was really unfortunate. This crippled my Swadloon a little bit, but it didn't help kill my Swadloon in the end. So right here I go for a Toxic myself, because I want this thing to be toxic. Yes, I do. And right here I predict her to switch, because she doesn't want her Tangela to be toxic, and I keep gaining my momentum and go for a baton pass, because I want to keep this momentum. And well, it worked pretty well, this momentum, because this game was full of momentum, just yeah, full of momentum. So right here I switch out, and I was actually fearing, well, that comes later, I will talk about it later. So I switch in this thing, and right here I don't know what I went for. I think I just went for Waterfall, if I'm not, no, I went for a Crunch, knowing it would switch out into Gastrodon, and I want to see how much damage the Crunch will do, and it actually doesn't do too much damage, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's cool. I was also hoping for defense drops, but I didn't get that as well, so yeah, this wasn't the best play or anything, but I couldn't do too much, and I don't want to switch around all the time. And well, if you guys want to battle me, I give you a tip: put hazards on the field, because I like to switch a lot, and hazards will cripple my team just a lot. So right here I knew he would switch out, fearing the 4 times effective freeze dry, and I went for recover, just to gain all my health back, because my Cryogonal needs health, you know. So yeah, I go for, I think right after this turn she predicts me to switch into anything that can take a Flare Blitz, and she goes for a Crunch, if I'm not mistaken. Because I go into my Boom bitch, and she goes for a Bite. Yeah, that's what I mean, Bite. Flareon doesn't have a great move. It's just one of the Pokemon that has the weirdest move pools. It's just a bad move pool Pokemon, but it gets Flare Blitz, which is the important move. So right here, this was good, because right here the damage of Psychic was really needed, because I needed this thing to die, and I went for another Psychic, hoping it would kill, and luckily enough I get a crit. I don't think this crit mattered, to be honest, because it would be really close, but I think I would have killed it either way. But still, the crit is nice, because that ensures it for at least. So right here she's switching the Frostlass, and right now, well, I knew this was the Zoroark actually. Let me see. Yeah, this was the Zoroark, that's why I switched into this thing, just to sack it off, because this thing isn't too important at all. It killed the Probopass, it did its thing, and well, Quickscope goes for a what? A Drill Pack, I guess. Yeah, Quickscope goes for a Drill Pack right now. It doesn't really matter at all, but still, it's some good damage. Well, not really good considering it's super effective, but it's some damage on Tangela, so that's great. Right now it's looking like really good damage, to be honest. So my Quickscope dies from a Giga Drain really easily, and yeah, that's Quickscope down, and hope, but he did his job. He really did, or she, I don't really know, but yeah, he really did his job, which was cool. So right here I know, well, I locked myself into Focus Blast, and I know he would switch out right here, so I switch out myself as well to gain some momentum again. And I switch into my Ice Ice Baby, knowing he would switch into something, but he didn't. I think he figured that he could take a Focus Blast, and I think he couldn't, but still. If I would have gone for a Focus Blast right there, I think the Tangela would have died, and that would make the match way shorter, way easier, but still I won it, so that's great. So I predict his switch again and go into my Marowak, and he goes with the Flare, so that's great. So I gained some momentum again, and I go for a boomerang right now, because I just want at least some damage of anything, but it is not that much damage, to be honest. Boomerang is a really cool move, to be honest, because it's 2 times. It's as powerful as Earthquake but less accuracy, but it hits 2 times, so that's most of the times that's pretty awesome. So breaking subs, sashes and all that stuff. So predicting or a grass move or a toxic, I went into this thing, and right here I went for a toxic again, and she is toxic stalling me. Oh no, I went for synthesis, predicting here to go for a switch or to protect, so that was great. Yeah, I gained all my health back. That was really good. So right here I predict her to switch because she can't touch me at all, and I went for another baton pass, I guess. Yes, I went. Did I? Oh no, I think I go for a toxic right here. Yes, I go for a toxic. So now this thing is toxic, and I was so afraid that this thing carried guts. So I was really hoping that it didn't carry guts, and I thought in this time of the match I really thought this thing carried guts. But right here she predicted my switch, and I just didn't. I just want as much health back to switch out or to go for a baton pass. So the poison damage is racking up on Flare a little bit, and it's not looking too great, but my poison damage is racking up a lot as well. So right here she switches, and I think I went for a baton pass to get some switch initiative again. Did I? Let me see. Yes, I did. And the sticky web really helped out this game. My team is just based on sticky web because I carry choice specs instead of choice scarf on my McMortar, and that's just because of sticky web. And right now I locked myself into my most powerful move, which is Fire Blast, and I just wanted to hit something hard. And right here I just thought this Flareon has got, so I thought, well, maybe I can 2-hit KO this thing with 2 Fire Blast, but it turned out to have Flash Fire. Like, oh my god, I was just so mad about that. And right here I just stay in. I should have done this, but I just wanted this Flare to be dead because it's a huge threat to my team, and I just wanted to let him die to recoil and to toxic damage. So that's why I just stayed in right here, because I need this thing dead. And the recoil is going up, and the toxic doesn't kill. I don't know what I went into right now. Oh yeah, Terminator to scare it out with a Aqua Jet, and I think I went for Ice Fang, if I'm not mistaken. Right here, did I go for Ice Fang? Let me see. Yes, I did. I just wanted to check how much damage Ice Fang would do to a Tangela, and it does diddly squat. It just does nothing. So it is not looking too good, but just this Tangela needs to be dead so I can sweep this team with another Pokemon. So she goes for a toxic again, and now my 2 walls are toxic, which is pretty unfortunate, but after all it didn't matter too much. So let me see. Ice's baby is still around here, and she goes for protect just to toxic stall me, which is really annoying. So that made this battle a lot longer as well, and to scout what move I would do. So right here I went for a Flash Cannon, predicting her maybe to switch it to the Frost Slash, or at least it's a good move in general on the things that are left on her team. So yeah, she switches out into Flare, and I kind of predicted this. I don't know what I did. No, I didn't predict this. No, I went for Freeze Dry just to kill anything that switches in. And that was Flare right now, because that huge threat is out of the way finally, which was pretty annoying me a lot, because it's a huge threat, because it's all my walls are weak to it, which I really need to work on. I'm working on a new specially defensive wall, and yeah, and I need a new specially defensive wall with Rapid Spin, because yeah. And I knew this wasn't the Zorwork because it was a full health Frostless. So right here she goes for Destiny Bond, maybe thinking it would kill or it would at least kill me the second turn, or kill her the second turn. So right here I just don't want my wall to die, so I went into my float just to kill it. Oh no, at first I went for recover because I want as much health back to switch in again. Well, she goes for another destiny board and I was predicting that. So right now I switch out into my Flirtle, my Terminator, and I searched for a member which wasn't the importance on my team, and I went for my Flirtle because it was on low health and can't really touch anything on the team, so I just went for Waterfall right here to kill this thing and at least go down to myself, just to do something like that. So Flirtle dies. So, which is kind of unfortunate, but it was cool. So she goes into this thing and I go into this thing, knowing it would go into that thing. So right here I went for a recover, predicting her to go for protect, because that's what she does a lot of times in this battle. So, but she goes for a knockoff, surprising me, and that's pretty unfortunate. So because my leftovers are knocked off right now, which I kind of need on my Cryogonal, to be honest. So I predicted her to switch right here, but I think she went for a for protect right here. Oh no, she went for another knockoff, and she knocked off my Eevee light, which was unfortunate as well, but it didn't matter in the end. So right here she goes for a protect again, just to toxic stall me, which was really annoying, and to check what I would go for. But I went for a toxic, so I could have predicted this switch, but I just wanted this thing to be toxic, because I know she only has this thing left and the Tangela, and I just wanted one of them to be toxic. So I went for toxic on this thing, which kinda crippled him a lot, but still it was cool. Because this sword still did some damage to, I don't know which, oh yeah. Right now I switch into my Marowak to fodder it off, because I don't want my walls to be dead. And well, Get Boned is here, and it takes Dark Pulse pretty nicely, to be honest, because it had already some damage. And yeah, so I go for a Boomerang, hoping, well, actually I was just secking it off. So, but she goes into Tangela, which is at full health again because of that stupid regenerator. I really hate that ability. It's so good to use, but it's just annoying. So the Boomerangs don't do a lot of damage, and it was even a crit the last one, so that's how freaking defensive this Pokemon is, which is really annoying. And yeah, here she goes for a knockoff, maybe predicting me to switch, but I can take a knockoff. And well, the Boomerang don't do as much damage as it did before because of the knocked off Thick Club. Right here she goes for a Giga Drain just to get at least 5 health back. Well, actually 2 or 3 health back, which is nothing, but no, it doesn't even bring it to the green zone. So yeah, right now I go into my Ice Ice Baby to scare it out and just do at least some damage to one of the Pokemon. I think I went for recover, but I'm not totally sure about that. Let me see, because I do want this thing. Yes, I went for recover right here, just to get all my health back, and I knew he would switch out or go for a protect because he can't do anything else. So right now I go for a freeze dry and hoping it would kill, but luckily enough it does kill, which is great. Oh no, it doesn't, it just hangs on about 1 or 2 health, which is freaking annoying, but luckily enough he dies from its own life orb. So the Pokemon are not looking too great right now, but yeah, it's just not looking too great. So right now it's 1 versus 2. I got my 2 walls left and he got his Tangela left. The biggest pain in the field. Oh man, this thing is so hard to deal with all its recovery. It doesn't really get a legit recovery move, but it gets a Giga Drain, Lead Seed, Regenerator, and that just recovers a lot. So I went for Um, sorry. I switch out right now and I go into my Anima's MVP, which is my Swatloon, and to hopefully take a knockoff toxic combination and go for a what's the name of this move? Well, I will see it in a second. Synthesis, that's right. And right here she just wants to toxic stall me to maybe kill me, but no, I went for a recover, predicting that. Well, actually not, I just wanted all my health back. So right now I just go for a toxic and finally get this thing toxic in the end of the game. Oh man, late game toxic, it works. And she goes for knockoff, knowing that it can't do anything about me, and right now I'm just toxic stalling her to death, like she did to me before, just kind of karma, you know. So yeah, a lot of toxic stalling, and in the end she forfeits because she can't win anymore, and well, I will stop this video right now because I don't let you guys watch all those end turns. Well, maybe I do, but I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was really long, I know, and I really like if you stick to this video this long to the end. Wow, I just can't talk today because I'm kinda sick, but I hope you guys enjoy this, leave a like, all that good stuff, and I see you guys in my next video.
Yeah.